planning a sales meeting or a sales call is essential. After all, if you don't have an objective before you walk in, it's very hard to reach that tactical objective. So from a tactical level in a sale, there's 4 potential outcomes of a meeting. So when your sales manager says to you, how did that meeting go? Really, there's only 4 outcomes. You may give a 10-minute description of what happened, but you should be able to put it into one of these 4 categories. Now, in a simple sale, which is a single meeting deal, a single meeting size deal, then you either have a win or a sale, or you have a lose or a no sale. Now, that's pretty clear. A sale is a commitment to buy. So the seller has committed to buy from you. On the other hand, a no sale is an outright refusal to buy from you. So now these are pretty self-explanatory. However, in a complex sale, which is any sale that's usually takes more than 1 meeting, you can have 2 other potential outcomes of a sales meeting. So you can have an advance, which is a commitment to an action. So it's an action that's been agreed on by the buyer and seller, and either of parties could be doing that action. So action. It's an action that takes you 1 step closer to winning. So it's a positive step. But it must be a commitment to an action, which takes you closer to a sale. Now, anything other than these 3 states is known as a continuation. Now, a continuation is, it's neither a sale, no sale, and you didn't get any commitment on an actual action by the buyer or seller. So that's a continuation. Essentially, you achieve pretty much nothing in that meeting. So a good salesperson will always plan out a range of possible actions that they can advance the sale. So if they can't get one, they'll go for the other. You never really want to walk away from a sale with a continuation. I mean, unless you fail to get any particular actions, a continuation is definitely not a successful outcome for a sales meeting or a sales call. So that's one to avoid. And that's the 4 outcomes of a sales meeting or sales call. And at any time you're asked, how did that sales call, sales meeting go? You should be able to categorize it. And before the meeting, you should have planned the possible advances that you could walk away with. So someone read out the first one for me.
I'll cut a purchase order today so we can start right away.
Sam.
Absolutely.
Next one.
No, although we liked what you showed us, we've decided to go with Broad Associates.
No sale.
I like what you've got to offer and I enjoyed your presentation.
Continuation.
Definitely continuation.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's meet again to continue this discussion sometime next month. Continuation. I can't make the decision alone, but I'll arrange for you to meet my partner next week.
Advance.
Definitely.
We'll think about it and probably call you in the next few months. Continuation.
Continuation.
If you could include those scheduled modifications in your proposal, I'll present it to my associates.
Advance.
Advance.
All I need is my accountant's okay. We'll review it against the financial criteria, and if it passes, then you've got a deal.
Advance.
Or sale.
Continuation.
Sale. Continuation and advance.
Continuation.
No, advance.
You're right. Advance.
How
Because
can
you
you
haven't
advance?
made a sale.
It's not the sale.
It's an action.
It's an
You've
action.
agreed on an action that will take it closer to a
But
sale.
isn't it still like 50-50 or something? They could still go next time when you know, he may go, you've got the deal, but he'll
No,
be
I didn't
like,
say it
oh,
was a sale. I just said it was an
It's an
advance.
advance.
No, what I'm trying to say is, the reason why I put continuation
Yes.
is he says we'll review it against our financial criteria,
That's an action.
and if it passes, then you've got the deal. So next time when you follow up, he may go, oh, it's still not, you know, it's
But
still
see,
not
he's
reviewed
going
against
for
us.
his accountant's okay.
Which means that's an action.
Right? That's an action. He's saying, I'm going to go to my accountant and get his okay.
Because you can chase him up on it. Go, hey, you got your accountants okay?
If it's no action, it's continuation because it's really
See, it's in, if the ball's in his court, you can keep chasing him up, going, have you got your accountants okay? That's the action that advances it. Until that action occurs, nothing advances. But it is an advance. You have an, like at the end of that meeting, if he's agreed to do that, then that's an advance because it's an action he's agreed to. If he's agreed to no action, if he's like if it's airy-fairy, like that's maybe he said, oh, okay, imagine he said, he didn't say anything about the account. He simply said, if it matches our financials, we'll go with it. Or we'll give you a call. That's a definite continuation. Yeah. But he's saying, I need my accountants okay.
Because then we've got the deal. You've got the deal. Like it's clearly expressing.
Yeah. So it's in advance. Alright, so next one.
We really need to see the system in action. Can you arrange a local demonstration for me and my production manager next Tuesday?
Advance.
Yeah.
I want to understand more about Indian home remedies because I'm so fascinated, seriously.
That's good to know you're fascinated. Well, home remedies in India is very common. Many of them use it. So the reason why home remedy is this common is because India's got this myth where they think anything to do with allopathy or going to the doctor is not safe every time. It's too much chemicals in your body.
And what do they use it for? Like, do they use it just for health and well-being?
It's health and well-being, but of course it's not something that could cure cancer or something. But you know, it's a step to going to good health. Like simple as having there's this medicine which is bitter, so having that in the morning, they say it clears your system, right? So clearing your system means you can avoid stones, you can avoid indigestion problems, you can avoid all those kind of stomach problems. So that's a way leading to curing something.
Wow, okay. And do you take it yourself?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's too bitter to have it in ice skating. That's really great idea, but have no idea about skating.
Have you ever skated before?
No, look, I come from Mumbai. It's a coastal city, so
well, you know. Perfect. This is the most amazing opportunity to come ice skating with me.
So, if I have not skated before, how do you think I can start with it?
Really simple. All you need to do is we need to get you some skates.
Okay.
Put them on, then get you on the ice.
But I don't know how to balance myself.
Have you ever rollerbladed before?
No.
No? Okay, that's fine, because I can't stand rollerblading, but I love ice skating. And it's a similar thing, yet I, for some reason, can't rollerblade, but I can ice skate. And it's really easy. All you have to do is get your skates on. Trust me, I'll lead the way. We just get on the ice.
But saying that, I'm still not confident of coming on ice skating.
That's okay. It's like walking on a normal path.
But I do see people ice skate, and it doesn't look that easy.
Well, to be very honest with you, it's a misconception. But all you need to do is you need to just trust me. Put the skates on, go on the ice, and you can actually hold onto the rims, and literally you find your balance, and it's so easy.
But I would need someone constantly next to me.
Every 15 seconds,
yeah.
Whoever was talking, I'd put a mark. So every 15 seconds of that conversation, I'd be going, okay, yep. 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, bam, right? So it gives you a sense of who was talking more, right? So look at the difference.
So
when you were trying to persuade, you were talking the majority of the time.
So I need to do the reverse.
Yes. So good persuasion is up here, and good persuasion is good sales, right? It's up there. This is like such a common mistake salespeople do. It's the #1 mistake they make. They tell. Because they know everything about their product.
Yeah, right. And they keep talking.
And they talk. You will never persuade like that, ever. That is not persuasion. Persuasion is this one here. And it's not easy. I can tell you this, I can illustrate it, but unless you consciously go out there every single time, you will do this every time. You will talk. Whereas if you want to sell, you have to understand. Which understanding is, you can see it, right? It's the customer is talking. Customer is talking most of the time. So the question, of course, is, right? What kind of questions do you ask to get them to get this? Right? If you walk out of a sales call and it was like this, you did a good sales call. Except, I mean, obviously you need to get the advancements and all the rest of it, and you have to ask the right questions. But essentially, if this is the balance versus that, then you're doing much better, because persuasion is not
telling, it's asking. Because people will convince themselves.
Yeah.
Right? When I'm trying to convince Remark of something, I never, ever, ever tell. I don't tell. I just ask questions. But I ask the right questions. I ask the questions that make her come to the conclusions I've already come to. So I'm already here, she's over there. How do I get her from there to here? I let her convince herself. Because if I tell, if I talk, if I tell, it's not going to work. Because people, actually, it's even worse because they'll become resistant. So you ask the right questions that you know will lead them down that path of conclusion to where you are.